All right, let's have a walk and talk. So there's two things that happened yesterday that through the miracle of sleep, I've been able to process better. First is sunsets. In yesterday's video, there was that moment where I asked James, why do you like sunsets so much? And at first I was gonna ask him, why do people like sunsets so much? But I thought it might be better to actually narrow it down even more specifically. Fascinatingly, if that's a word, he tapped into something that I've been thinking about for a while, which is this inherent need for people to have things wrapped up, to have an ending, to have a purpose. And I think that sunsets, in a way, do that for us, even if it's subconsciously, where this is the end of a day, or this is the specific end of a moment. We can actually physically see it setting, and then it goes dark. And yes, there's the metaphor for human life wrapped up into that as well, but I think that we crave that order. So I think just our puny human minds just go back to great literature, or paintings, or movies and television, and we just like to see that sunset because, hey, tomorrow is another day. The second thing I'd like to talk about is prayers. I did talk about this in yesterday's video, but I cut it all out because it sort of turned into this 10-minute rant about inside jobs and Bilderberg groups, and it's just a whole thing I just don't want to deal with. So yesterday, when we were looking at the sunset, there was at the base of a tree this box that said prayers on it. And what you're able to do is take a pen or a pencil and write down a specific prayer that you had and put it in the box. And this has nothing to do with what God you prescribe to. That's not anything that I want to actually tread towards. But what I decided to do is I wrote a specific message. And I know this is one of those things that people find like super lame, but what I wrote down was I wish, or I pray, that one day we really can't be judged just on our characters and not the way we look, the people we choose to love, or which God we choose to pray to. In some ways, I think I'm a big proponent of Jesus Christ and his teachings, even though I'm an atheist, in that love really is this radical option where if you can choose to love your enemy, like that is something that majority of people just cannot do or wrap their heads around, and it's usually why when people promote peace, they get shot. So hopefully one day we can attain that, but I don't know if I'll ever actually get to live in that world. What would your prayers be? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, hashtag white guy thoughts. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm about to lose this Jenga game at this juice bar. So let's see.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Oh. Live for another day. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that was swinging so badly, I thought for sure. So plot twist, I didn't lose. I feel like an urban Indiana Jones. I just discovered an even quicker way back to my hotel. Today was a day of rest, without getting into the specifics of that Jenga game I found myself in. I've really spent most of the day in my room, being online, and just really doing a whole lot of nothing. One thing I did do today, though, was that I applied for the VidCon mentorship. You might remember last year that I bragged about meeting Hank Green, and we sat together and basically became BFFs. But this year, again, I applied just so that I can maybe understand how to become a better video maker. And so when I go down to VidCon here at the end of June, I will hopefully, if I get selected, will spend about 15 to 20 minutes with another video creator on how to make more shareable content, how to build an audience, all that jazz that I should probably know 6.5 years into this thing that I started, but alas, it still eludes me. Why does it elude me, folks? I've decided to call you folks now. I don't know. Sometimes things just don't get into this old noggin of mine. Anywho, I'm off to eat now, so let me take you on a journey of how I get to kind of this little area that I call home, / the domain. Dinner was great, but I can't lie to you, I'm I'm a bit drunk. I mean, not Irish drunk. No offense to my Irish viewers. But let's get back to the hotel. So for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I do a podcast called Whatever This Is. These are some of the topics that we're going to be discussing here tonight. Here in Austin, Texas, my podcast co-host, Grant, is with me as well. Say hello, Grant.
Hello.
You're supposed to say hello, Grant. That's how comedy works.
You don't know comedy.
Oh my god. Alright, well, we're going to be probably doing a 2-hour recording session here because I don't know how to not multitask in my life. I'll see you on the other side.